Today's main headlines. Prime Minister and Premier of Sarawak reached joint declaration on ONG industry. Infrastructure Development Trust Fund Dissolution Bill 2025 approved. Over 758,483 Sarawakians have received SKAS as of May 13, 2025. Good evening. In a landmark move set to redefine Malaysia's energy landscape, a joint declaration signed by both Prime Minister Dr. Sri Anwar Ibrahim and the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Abang Upeng, has cemented a collaborative path forward for Malaysia, Sarawak and the nation's oil and gas industry. The declaration highlights that all relevant federal and Sarawak state laws relating to distributions of gas within the state of Sarawak shall coexist and be respected by all parties undertaking such activities in the state of Sarawak, including Petronas and Petros. Petronas will continue its functions, activities, responsibilities and obligations entrusted to Petronas in Malaysia under the Petroleum Development Act 1974, PDA 1974 and its regulations. Both parties shall endeavour to continue to work together to detail out the framework for the benefit of the nation, taking into consideration the aspirations of Sarawak. The Sarawak State Government has appointed Petros as the gas aggregator pursuant to Section 7A of the DGO 2016 with effect from 1st of March 2025. This appointment made pursuant to the executive authority of the state shall be respected by all parties undertaking the business of marketing, distribution and supply of gas to consumers in the state of Sarawak. For agreements and arrangements pertaining to the supply and sale of natural gas to consumers in the state of Sarawak, the role of Petros is in alignment with this declaration. Any agreements and arrangements between Petronas and or its subsidiaries with third parties for the purpose of LNG sales from upstream operations through to LNG exports to foreign parties shall remain unaffected, it added. Meanwhile, Petronas and Petros shall enter into discussions for the purpose of expanding business cooperation for the state of Sarawak domestic gas needs for the joint collaboration on projects for the implementation of the 1.2 billion standard cubic feet per day in support of the Sarawak Gas Roadmap, as well as other green energy, hydrogen and power generation projects which may be implemented by both Petronas and Petros in line with the aspirations of the state of Sarawak to be the energy hub in the ASEAN region. All discussions on collaborations must be subject to technical and commercial viability. The Infrastructure Development Trust Fund Dissolution Bill 2025 was approved after the third reading at the 19th Sarawak Legislative Assembly, June, on Wednesday. Speaker of the Sarawak Assembly, Tan Sri Dato' Amar Muhammad Asfiya Awang Nasar, confirmed the approval after 8 assemblymen participated in the debate session. Minister of Infrastructure and Port Development Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Embas, who tabled the bill, explained that the Infrastructure Development Trust Fund established under the 1985 Ordinance has successfully fulfilled its original objectives and is now no longer relevant in the current development landscape.
The main objective of this Infrastructure Development Trust Fund Ordinance 1985 is to create a trust fund as a revolving fund consisting of money appropriated from time to time from the state consolidated fund into the trust fund for the purpose of building certain basic infrastructure such as road, water, electricity supplies to this development area.
The fund is also intended to assist private developers in easing the burden of high initial costs for infrastructure development, thus accelerating the implementation of approved development projects. Dato' Amar Douglas Uga said in today's economic environment, most private developers already have financial resilience and the ability to obtain project financing from financial institutions. Therefore, the decision to dissolve the fund and repeal the Infrastructure Development Trust Fund Ordinance 1985 is a timely and appropriate step in line with current needs. Meanwhile, a total of 758,483 recipients, or 85% of 886,288 eligible individuals, have received assistance under the Sumbangan Keperluan Asas Sarawak SKAS through the SPay Global e-wallet application as of May 13, 2025. Dato' Amar Douglas Uga said of the total, the breakdown of recipients by category is 387,260 people, or 94% of 410,529 who are eligible for the household category, 287,058 people, or 80% of the 361,295 who are eligible for the single category, and 84,165 people, or 74% of 114,464 who are eligible for the senior citizen category.
Untuk memastikan bantuan disalur sepenuhnya kepada penerima SKS, Kerajaan Sarawak akan terus membantu para penerima SKS mengaktifkan aplikasi SPay Global masing-masing.
For the record, the total amount of assistance distributed to 886,288 recipients is 464.5 million ringgit. Meanwhile, the Dun sitting on Tuesday passed the Land Code Amendment Bill 2025, reflecting the Sarawak government's commitment to streamlining operational processes, strengthening enforcement powers, refining planning policies, and integrating digital innovation in the management and administration of land across the state. The approval was announced by Tan Sri Dato' Amar Muhammad Asfia after receiving majority support. Earlier, when tabling the bill, Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan emphasized that the amendment equips Sarawak with the ability to adapt and effectively address emerging challenges in land governance while supporting sustainable development in line with the state's broader economic and social aspirations.
At a time of rapid urban growth, technological advancement, and rising public expectation, this bill is a crucial step toward laying the groundwork for the future of our land management and land administration. It will create a system that is more responsive, transparent, and service-oriented, one that truly meets the needs of landowners, investors, Sarawak civil servants, local communities, and rakyat as a whole.
He added that the passing of the bill will directly enhance operations, simplify procedures, and standardize processes in line with Sarawak's digital service delivery initiatives that support the post-COVID-19 development strategy PCDS 2030 and the Sarawak Digital Economy Blueprint 2030. Sarawak Forestry Corporation (FSC) and Sutra Sanctuary Lodges (SSL) on Wednesday signed a concession agreement for the management and improvement of tourism services in two iconic Sarawak conservation areas. This includes the Niah National Park, which is now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and Tanjung Datu National Park. The signing ceremony was officiated by SFC General Manager Abang Arabi Abang Imran and SSL President Dato' Zarazila Muhammad Ali, and witnessed by Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan, representing the Sarawak Premier Tan Sri Dato' Patinggi Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Upeng. The concession agreement is for a 20-year period with an option for an additional 20 years, granting operating and development rights to SSL for accommodation and food and beverage services in both national parks. This initiative is in line with Sarawak's vision to strengthen the eco-tourism sector, promote community-based tourism, and preserve the state's natural and cultural heritage. The Sarawak government is currently in the process of drafting a new agreement for Rural Air Services (RAS) when the existing agreement between Maswings and the federal government expires on December 31, 2025. Sarawak Transport Minister Dr. Sri Lee Kim Shin said his ministry is actively negotiating with the Ministry of Transport (MOT) and the relevant agencies to ensure the continuation of subsidies and the implementation of RAS under the management of the state's new airline, Air Borneo Holdings Sendirian Berhad. He stressed that the negotiations are also important to ensure that Air Borneo, as a new operator, receives federal support in terms of subsidies and routes covered.
So we have to have a new RAS agreement. Yeah, so that has to be worked out. So we are taking this up. So we have to work out the new RAS agreement. And this is to ensure continuous and uninterrupted air connectivity to the rural communities in Sabah.
Commenting on the development of the establishment of Air Borneo, Dato Sri Lee said the process of acquiring Maswings from Malaysia Aviation Group MEG is expected to be fully completed on December 31, 2025. He assured that the existing flight network and frequency will not be affected throughout the transition process. And that's the English edition with me, Phillip Yeoh. More news can be found in our official portal ucas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We conclude tonight's UCAS Bulletin with the Sarawak Premier's vision for Sarawak Smart City. #Saluran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.
Visi Premier 2030 Bandaraya Pintar, Sarawak. Sarawak sedang membangunkan pelan induk bandar pintar bagi kawasan-kawasan bandar yang akan mengutamakan kemampanan alam sekitar di dalam proses urbanisasi. Pelan induk bandar pintar Kuching dibangunkan dengan mobiliti karbon rendah dan infrastruktur bandar pintar sebagai keutamaan yang penting di dalam pembangunan ibu negeri Sarawak pada masa hadapan. Dimulakan pada 2019 oleh Majlis Perbandaran Miri dan Sarawak Information System Sdn Bhd Sains. Antara komponen-komponennya termasuklah papan tanda digital, bandar selamat dan taman selamat, perparitan pintar, bas pintar, trak pintar, aplikasi bandar pintar, Miri Cares, pelancongan Miri, Electronic Local Authority 2 ELA2 dan pusat kawalan. Bangunan-bangunan hijau yang mematuhi Indeks Bangunan Hijau GBI, antara yang menyelah termasuk Universiti Teknologi Sarawak UTS di Sibu dan bangunan Dewan Bandaraya Miri. Pusat Operasi Bersepadu Sarawak SIOC merupakan komponen penting di dalam perancangan Bandar Pintar Sarawak dan saling boleh kendali serta ia adalah sebahagian dari inisiatif Kerajaan Sarawak dari visi Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Tinggi Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Bintun Datuk Abang Haji Openg, Premier Sarawak. Penggunaan meter elektrik pintar yang dimulakan oleh Sarawak Energy untuk mempertingkat pengalaman pengguna dan membekalkan perkhidmatan bacaan bil yang tepat berdasarkan penggunaan masa sebenar. Pusat kawalan bersepadu adalah yang terkini di pusat lokasi untuk memberi arahan, koordinasi dan membuat keputusan di dalam menyokong respon insiden. Sarawak bakal menjadi contoh kepada negeri-negeri lain di Malaysia dengan perancangan Bandar Pintar. Visi Premier Sarawak Maju 2030.